My beloved child, Archangel Michael is standing near you right now, whispering a message that heaven has been trying to deliver to your soul. This is not a random moment, this is not a coincidence, you were chosen to see this. Because the love you thought was lost forever, the love you cried for in silence, the love that slipped away like sand from your hands, heaven has written a restoration for it. Listen closely, because this is not just a message, this is a divine assignment. Archangel Michael says that when you hear these words and allow them to touch your heart, chains of distance begin to break, and bridges of reunion begin to form. The one you love, the one whose name is still written in your heartbeat, has been circling back in spirit, searching for you just as you search for them. God has seen your tears on lonely nights, your whispered prayers when no one was listening. The heavens are not ignoring you, they are arranging what once seemed impossible. Archangel Michael says, if you honor this message, if you share it with 3 souls, your faith will ignite a path for love to find its way back into your life. Not because of chance, not because of luck, but because when you release light into the world, light returns to you multiplied. This is not a joke, my child. The angels are serious. You may think this is just another passing message, but I tell you, this moment is sacred. Right now, the clock of heaven is turning in your favor. Every second you delay, the gap widens. But every step of obedience you take, the distance closes. Can you feel it? Even as you hear this, your heart begins to quicken, because your soul knows truth when it is spoken. That lost love is not completely gone, the thread is still alive, waiting for the angelic wind to carry it back to you. Do not ignore this. You were chosen to hear it because heaven has seen your pain, and heaven desires your joy. Archangel Michael is not begging for your attention without reason. He knows the time is short, and the opportunity is open. Stay with this message, do not scroll away, because your miracle is closer than you think. The angels are surrounding your name with divine light, and God is breathing restoration into your story. And when this love returns, and it will, you will remember this exact moment and know that the words were true. My beloved child, the angels are moving closer now, and Archangel Michael says, do you feel this? The warmth across your chest, the sudden heaviness in your heart, that is not coincidence. That is the presence of heaven resting upon you, because your story is shifting in this very moment. The love you thought had slipped through your hands was never truly gone. It was protected, hidden in a secret place until the right hour arrived. And now that hour is opening. Heaven has decided that your pain has reached its limit, and joy must return to your soul. Archangel Michael is holding a scroll in his hand with your name written in golden fire. Upon that scroll, there are words etched by God Himself: reunion, restoration, return of love. This is what you are stepping into. This is why you could not miss this message, no matter how many times you scrolled past before. Child, understand this: when you obey what heaven asks, miracles unfold faster. That is why Michael says, do not keep this message to yourself. Release it to 3 people, for in sharing light, you multiply it. In planting hope, you receive it back pressed down and overflowing. Right now, the one you miss is restless. They are sensing your presence in ways they cannot explain. Their dreams are being stirred. Their spirit is being pulled toward you. The distance that was once wide is being shortened by angelic hands. This is not fantasy. This is not illusion. It is the orchestration of heaven. And you, my child, are standing in the very center of it. Stay here, stay listening, because the angels are not finished. What they are about to reveal will bring tears to your eyes and healing to your heart. My beloved child, Archangel Michael leans closer and says, the reunion you are waiting for is not a dream far away, it is already unfolding in the unseen. Even now, the invisible threads of destiny are weaving around you, pulling two hearts back into alignment. Think of the nights when you cried alone, whispering their name into the darkness. Think of the mornings when your heart woke heavy, because their absence felt like an unfinished story. Heaven never ignored those cries. Every tear you shed was collected, every prayer you whispered was written, and every ache in your chest was heard in the throne room of God. And now Archangel Michael says, this is your appointed time. What was stolen from you, what was delayed, what was broken, heaven is mending it. The one you lost still carries your name in their spirit. The fire never died, it was only covered by ashes. And now the winds of heaven are blowing to uncover it again. Do not doubt this, my child. Even now, signs will begin to follow. Their voice may come to you in a dream. A song, a place, a sudden memory may pierce your heart. These are not random, they are signals that the angelic hand is turning them back toward you. But Michael warns, do not ignore this chance. Act with faith. Share this message of light with 3 others, because your act of faith becomes the seed that heaven multiplies into your miracle. Stay here, do not scroll away. For what is about to be revealed next will not only show you the truth about your lost love, but also why heaven allowed the separation in the first place. My beloved child, Archangel Michael now unfolds a vision before you, and his words are wrapped in fire and comfort at the same time. He says, you asked why the love you treasured had to slip away, why separation had to cut so deeply, and why heaven allowed such a silence to fall between you. Today, you will understand. Heaven never punishes without purpose, my child. Sometimes God allows distance not because love is dead, but because hearts must be prepared. The separation was a classroom in disguise, a season meant to purify what was broken, to test what was weak, and to strengthen what was fragile. You needed to grow, and they needed to grow, for love that is meant to last forever cannot stand on fragile foundations. Michael says, the silence you hated was actually the soil of transformation. The nights of loneliness taught you to seek heaven. The pain of loss taught you to know your own worth. And in your absence, their soul discovered what it truly means to lose someone heaven had written into their destiny. Yes, child, they felt the emptiness too. You were not alone in the ache. Their spirit, even while far, carried your name. They may have been surrounded by others, but no one could erase the imprint you left. That is why heaven has now decided, the season of separation has reached its end. Even now, angels are stirring their heart, whispering your name in moments they cannot explain. Even now, The winds of God are moving people, places, and circumstances to create a divine collision, a meeting that will not feel like chance but will carry the undeniable mark of destiny. But Michael is clear: you must not ignore the instruction. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Share this message with 3 souls, for your act of faith is the golden key that unlocks this reunion. Heaven moves through obedience, and obedience activates miracles. Do you feel it, my child? The air around you is heavy because love is drawing near. Your tears are not wasted, they are watering the soil of restoration. Very soon, you will witness what you thought was impossible: love returning with greater strength, with deeper roots, with heaven's seal upon it. Stay until the end, because the next revelation Michael is about to give will explain what this reunion will look like, and how it will completely transform the rest of your story. My beloved child, Archangel Michael now says, when heaven restores, it never gives back in the same measure, it multiplies. What is coming to you is not only the return of love but the rebirth of love, stronger, purer, and untouchable by the mistakes of the past. The angels have been walking around you, guarding the fragments of your heart. Every time you wanted to give up, they lifted you in silence. Every time you said, "I cannot take this pain anymore," they whispered strength into your spirit. And now, that season of endurance is turning into a season of reward. Heaven has written the word restoration over your name. Listen closely, my child. The reunion that is coming will not be ordinary. It will not be shallow or temporary. It will carry the fingerprints of God. You will know it when it happens, because the very atmosphere around you will shift. The moment you lock eyes again, something inside you will break open, not in pain, but in overwhelming recognition that this is what your soul has been waiting for. Michael reveals, there will be a conversation soon, and it will be unlike any you have had before. Their words will carry weight. Their heart will open in ways it never could before. And you will see not only the person you loved, but the person heaven has been shaping them to become. But child, remember this: heaven moves when you move. Faith without action is like a seed never planted. That is why this message must not be ignored. Sharing it with 3 people is not superstition, it is obedience. It is you stepping into the current of heaven, showing that you believe what the angels are saying. Already, signs are on their way. You may notice sudden dreams of their face. You may hear their name in unexpected places. You may feel an unusual pull in your heart, as though someone is calling you across distance. These are not coincidences, they are angelic confirmations that the reunion is closer than you think. And Archangel Michael leans in once more and says, stay attentive, for in the next revelation you will understand the exact reason why God chose you to be the one who carries this kind of love. My beloved child, Archangel Michael's voice grows even more intense as he says, do you know why heaven is moving so powerfully for you right now? Because your heart has carried a love that is rare, a love that heaven itself has acknowledged as sacred. Many people chase love for comfort, for selfish reasons, or to fill emptiness. But your love was different. Your love was pure, selfless, and honest. Even when the person drifted away, even when the silence grew long, your heart never turned bitter. You prayed for them even while they were gone, you whispered their name to God not in anger, but in longing. Heaven remembers prayers like that. Michael says, this is why you were chosen to hear this. Not everyone is called to carry such a story of restoration, but you are. Your love is a testimony. And soon, when the reunion happens, your life will become living proof that what God joins together, no force on earth or hell can keep apart forever. Child, you may not realize it yet, but the person you long for has also been restless. At times, they tried to replace you. At times, they convinced themselves to forget. But love that is written in heaven's scroll cannot be erased by human will. Their soul still feels your pull, and that pull is growing stronger with every passing day. Even now, as you listen, the angels are aligning moments in their life to push them back toward you. A random encounter, a memory that won't leave, a dream that feels too real, these are sparks of heaven's design. Michael says, do not dismiss these signs. They are reminders that God is orchestrating what your eyes cannot yet see. But here is the mystery, your obedience is the final piece. Sharing this message with 3 people is more than an action, it is a prophetic act. It declares that you are ready, that you believe, that you are aligning with heaven's plan. And when faith and obedience meet, miracles do not delay, they manifest. Prepare yourself, child. Because when the reunion comes, it will not only restore your love life, it will ripple into every part of your existence. Peace will return where anxiety lived. Joy will bloom where sorrow lingered. And your house will no longer echo with loneliness, but with laughter and love. And Michael says, the next revelation I give will show you what your future together looks like, beyond reunion, beyond restoration, into the destiny God has written for both of you. My beloved child, Archangel Michael lifts his hand toward the heavens and says, now I will show you what lies ahead, beyond the reunion, beyond the restoration, this is the destiny God has written for your love story. In the scroll of heaven, your names are not written apart, they are entwined like golden threads that cannot be separated. And Michael says, this reunion is not just about healing your heart, it is about awakening your purpose. Together, you and this person are meant to carry light into places that have been drowning in darkness. Your love is not ordinary, it is a divine assignment. Child, do you feel this stirring inside you? It is because even your soul remembers what God has written. When you finally meet again, it will feel like time itself pauses. The air will shift, the ground will feel different beneath your feet, and deep within, your spirit will whisper, this is what I was waiting for. The angels show a vision, 2 souls holding hands, walking not just into love but into destiny. You will not only experience romance, but also restoration of dreams you once thought were dead. Opportunities will open. Doors will swing wide. Joy will overflow. Because when love is aligned with heaven, every other blessing begins to follow. Michael says, the laughter that was stolen will return double. The nights of tears will be replaced with nights of peace. The emptiness you carried will be filled with a love so strong it feels like fire, yet so gentle it feels like the softest whisper of God. But he also warns gently, do not take this moment lightly. Heaven has opened this window for you, but you must step through it. Your faith is the bridge, your obedience is the key. Do not ignore what has been asked of you. Share this message, for in releasing it to 3 souls, you declare before heaven that you are ready for the miracle that belongs to you. Even now, the angels are writing the final lines of separation. The season of waiting is closing, and the chapter of reunion is beginning. You are not late, child, you are right on time. Heaven delayed it not to deny you, but to prepare you. And now that preparation is complete. Archangel Michael's eyes shine with light as he concludes this part of the message. Stay attentive, because the next revelation will show you exactly how God will bring this reunion into reality, step by step, so that you may recognize the divine fingerprints when they appear before you. My beloved child, Archangel Michael's voice softens, yet every word carries the weight of eternity. He says, now I will show you how heaven is going to bring this reunion into reality, watch carefully, for each step is already being set into motion. The first step begins in the unseen realm. Right now, angels are whispering your name into the spirit of the one you long for. They may wake from sleep with an unexplainable heaviness, remembering you after so much time. They may hear a song, see a place, or encounter a moment that suddenly floods them with your memory. This is not random, it is the gentle stirring of heaven's reminder. The second step is alignment of circumstances. Archangel Michael says, heaven will shift the ground beneath them. People who distracted their heart will fall away. Situations that kept them distant will collapse. Doors that separated you will close, and doors that bring you near will open. You will notice events beginning to fall into place in ways that feel too perfect to be coincidence. That is the hand of God rearranging the details of your story. The third step is contact. You may feel their energy before their message arrives. A sudden vibration in your spirit, a strong pull toward your phone, or a dream that feels like reality. And then, unexpectedly, they will reach out. Their words may feel hesitant at first, but underneath them will be the undeniable truth: they never stopped caring. The fourth step is the meeting. Heaven is preparing a moment where paths will cross, not by chance but by divine design. The place will not matter, the atmosphere will. You will recognize it instantly because the very air will feel charged. The silence will break, and in their eyes you will see it: the love you thought was lost is alive, waiting for release. And the final step, child, is restoration. Michael says, when this reunion comes, it will not be fragile like before. It will be built on faith, on patience, on truth. The wounds of the past will heal, and what once broke you will now strengthen you. Together, you will walk not just into love, but into destiny. But remember, my child, heaven's moves require your faith. That is why Michael repeats once more, do not keep this message hidden. Share it with 3 people. This act of obedience is the seal, the signature of your faith that tells heaven you are ready for what is yours. Stay close, for in the next part the angels will reveal why the enemy tried so hard to separate you in the first place, and why nothing will be able to stop this love from returning now. My beloved child, Archangel Michael's eyes blaze with holy fire as he says, now I will reveal what was hidden from you. You always wondered, why did this love fall apart? Why did distance and silence take the place of laughter and closeness? Hear me, child, for today the truth will be uncovered. Michael explains, your separation was not natural, it was spiritual. The enemy saw the power of your union and trembled. Because when 2 souls chosen by heaven walk together, their light breaks chains in the lives of others. Your love carried an assignment, and darkness tried to bury it. There were distractions, temptations, and lies whispered into the ears of the one you loved. There were obstacles set to confuse you, to make you believe it was over. But Archangel Michael says, what God writes cannot be erased by shadows. The delay was long, but the enemy could not destroy what heaven sealed. Child, every tear you shed was not wasted. It watered the ground of faith. Every night you felt abandoned, you were actually being strengthened. Heaven allowed the separation not to punish you, but to build you. Because when love returns now, it will be unshakable. It will carry wisdom that pain taught you, and patience that waiting carved into your soul. Michael says, do not be angry at the past, for even the enemy's attempt has been turned into your preparation. The betrayal, the silence, the loneliness, all of it became the soil where your miracle will now bloom. What was meant to destroy you only refined you. What was meant to weaken you only gave you depth. And now, the time has shifted. The darkness that once stood between you is gone. The clouds that blocked your view have lifted. The enemy has no claim, no power, no authority left over your love story. Heaven has written the final verdict: reunion. Restoration. Destiny fulfilled. Archangel Michael leans closer and whispers, you must understand this clearly, nothing and no one can stop what is about to happen. Not time, not distance, not past mistakes. For when heaven opens a door, no man can shut it. Stay, my child, because in the next part the angels will show you the blessings that will follow once this love returns to your life, and how your entire destiny will shift into abundance and joy.